Have you ever fallen in love with a brand new house? I mean, everyone likes the smell of a new home. I mean, you just walk in and it looks so new and shiny and just, no one has ever lived there. Um, Hi, I'm Janine Corcoran, broker for the Corcoran Connection, and I'm here to give you 5 tips when you're purchasing new construction. Number 1, of course, is use a realtor. Most people say, why do I need to use a realtor when I'm going into the builder? I mean, I just walk in, they tell me how much it costs, if I like it, and end of story, and it's over. Take a step back. Absolutely not. Just know that that salesperson working for the builder, they will have a plethora of information about the builder, about the home, and that's what they should. They're the experts in that community. But when you have a realtor walk in with you, which is what you want to do, you don't want to go shopping without your realtor, because sometimes it's hard to get them to help you with the deal after the fact. But your realtor is going to really help be your friend, be your guide. So one of the things we like to do here at the Corcoran Connection is we like to ask the builder, when it comes time to go ahead and write a contract, is send us the contract, in rough draft, so the buyer has time to look at it, generally the night before. Because when you do go into the builder to sign, know that it's very quick. It's most of the time automated, and you just go from line to line to line, and most people don't have a clue. They don't know what they're signing. So getting the contract ahead of time, either one, you could hire an attorney. Usually can get a real estate attorney between $300 and $450, and they can look at it. They can't really change anything. Or you just take the time, and then if you have questions, you can ask. So definitely you want to have a realtor being on your side every step of the way, helping you through every option. And then if you're buying from out of state, a realtor is always good to be the point of contact for you to go ahead with meeting an inspector or whatever else you need to do. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2, know your cost of the home. Definitely know your cost of the home. So there's all different levels of knowing the cost of your home. So there's a base price on a house, and then there's a lot premium if there is one, if it's sitting on the pond. Then you have construction options. Do you want to add an extra bedroom? Do you want to add a bonus room? And then of course there's cosmetic options, and these are options that most buyers love and where they actually end up spending too much money. So that's when they send you to do the design center if you're building your house from scratch. Have a budget when you go to the design center. This way you're not overspending. And spend your money in the kitchen and on your flooring. Those are the most important things. Don't spend your money on the extra lighting and that. You can do that afterwards, but just have a budget before you go in, because it's like a candy store and you want everything they offer. Number 4, know your closing costs. So with first of all, let me disclose that every builder is different, but just generally know that builders will generally, if you're financing, have a preferred lender where they will give you credit for using the lender. One thing you should always do is check the interest rate against your local lender or someone that maybe your realtor can recommend, and just check the rate, because sometimes their rate can be a little higher because they're giving you closing costs. Sometimes it works out great, but just definitely know that. Buyers generally pay the owner's title policy. In resale, that's the opposite, but with a builder, that's generally how that works. They won't pay your owner's policy. And then also, sometimes there's a builder fee. A lot of builders have a 1% builder fee. Not every builder, but some builders do. These are all questions you need to know, and that's where a realtor would come in handy, because they know this kind of stuff. So basically, do your homework. Absolutely do your homework. And number 5 would be, get an inspector. Please get an inspector, because I would say over 50% of buyers don't get an inspector for new build, and that's really their choice, because you do have a warranty generally with a builder. But with an inspector, they would find something during your inspection time, and then they have a punch list for the builder, and it gets fixed right away. So I think having an inspector is a good choice, and you should check with your realtor. I'm sure they have a list of inspectors, but do know when it comes to new build that your inspector will have to carry certain insurance and certain qualifications in order to be approved by the builder. But so that's my 5 tips for today, and I hope you can get some value out of this. And if you go ahead and put a comment down below if you have any questions about new construction, or you want to have a list of new construction in your area, please go ahead and just fill out our contact form, and we'll go ahead and be happy to to send you, because we have lots of builders in all of Central Florida. Again, I'm Janine Corcoran, and have a great day. Please call us at 1-844-CORCORAN or 407-953-9118 or visit us online at thecorcoranconnection.com.